as the Green Bay Packers emerge from their bye week and prepare to face the Cincinnati Bengals in Week 6. The stakes have never been higher. At 2-1-1, they have shown glimpses of their potential, but the path ahead is littered with obstacles that require more than just talent. They demand discipline, focus, and the ability to execute in high-pressure moments. The Packers have been on a roller coaster ride to this point in the season, and the matchup against the Bengals is a defining test, one that could either serve as a springboard or a setback. The Packers' journey to this point has been nothing short of a tale of contrasts. They started the season like a juggernaut, steamrolling the Detroit Lions and Washington Commanders with ease. The offense was firing on all cylinders, and the defense was playing with a chip on its shoulder. The early optimism had fans dreaming big, even leading some, like rookie Rashid Walker, to boldly predict an undefeated season. But reality hit hard. After that promising start, Green Bay was rattled by a narrow 13-10 defeat to the Cleveland Browns in Week 3, an embarrassing loss that exposed the offense's inconsistency and the defense's vulnerability at key moments. Week 4's tie with the Dallas Cowboys didn't provide much clarity either. It was a game that should have been a statement win, but instead became a reflection of the Packers' mental lapses, particularly on special teams and in crucial moments of the game. In many ways, the Packers needed this bye week. It was a necessary pause, not just for rest but for reflection. Head coach Matt LaFleur and his staff have no doubt been combing through the film, dissecting the errors, and finding ways to shore up the weaknesses that have become all too apparent. With the NFC North tightening, the Packers cannot afford to waste another opportunity. The time for excuses has passed. It's time to make good on their potential. But as they face a Bengals team reeling from a 3-game losing streak and struggling to find rhythm without their franchise quarterback, Joe Burrow, it's easy to overlook just how dangerous this matchup could be. On the surface, the Bengals' injury-riddled roster might look like an easy target. The Packers are heavy favorites, and many would say that Cincinnati is ripe for the picking. But therein lies the danger. The Bengals may be wounded, but they are far from out. Yes, Burrow's absence has severely hampered the offense, and backup quarterback Jake Browning has struggled to keep things together. The Bengals' offense has been outscored 113-37 over the last 3 games, including a humiliating 24-3 loss to the Detroit Lions in Week 5. But in this league, we know better than to count anyone out prematurely. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are still one of the most dangerous wide receiver duos in the league. And while Browning has been under pressure, they remain capable of exploiting any weaknesses in the Packers' secondary. In Week 4, Green Bay allowed Pittsburgh's George Pickens to torch them for 134 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the Packers cannot afford to let that happen again. If they allow Chase and Higgins to get behind the defense or create big plays downfield, the Bengals' offense could find a way to wake up. Let's not forget that Cincinnati showed signs of life late in their loss to Detroit, putting up 21 of their 24 points in a dramatic fourth-quarter rally. While the Bengals' offensive line has been decimated by injuries, they still have enough talent to make a game of it. A slow start, a lack of mental sharpness, or an overlooked mistake could quickly turn what should be a routine win into a frustrating afternoon for Green Bay. If the Packers don't come out swinging, if they don't take this game seriously, they could find themselves caught in a trap. For Green Bay, the key to victory in Week 6 isn't just about executing. They need to be mentally sharp. The Packers cannot afford to overlook the Bengals, no matter how their season has unfolded. Every player on the field has to be dialed in, from the offense to the defense to special teams. This is a team that has shown flashes of brilliance, but they need to harness that potential and put it all together for a full 60 minutes. Jordan Love must continue to grow as a leader, developing chemistry with his offensive line and his skill position players. The offensive line must remain stout in pass protection to allow Love to make plays, and the offense must clean up the inconsistencies that have haunted them this season. The defense, meanwhile, must stay disciplined, keep the big play threats in check, and avoid the breakdowns that have cost them in the past. A win over the Bengals won't just be a statement to the league. It will be a statement to themselves. It will show that the Packers have learned from their mistakes, that they've used the bye week to recalibrate, and that they are ready to rise to the occasion when it matters most. The NFC North is a gauntlet, and the Packers must prove that they can stand tall against adversity. They can't afford another letdown, not now, not with the season hanging in the balance. A victory against Cincinnati is more than just a win. It's an opportunity to set the tone for the remainder of the season. So, Packers fans, it's time to rally behind this team. The road to the playoffs is just beginning, and there's a long way to go. Now is the time to show your support, to be part of the community, and to make sure you're locked in for every twist and turn this season will bring. Like, subscribe, and engage with the content. This is your chance to dive deep into the Packers' strategies, stats, and game analysis. Let's ride together as we push for greatness. The Packers are ready to prove they belong, and they need you with them every step of the way. It's time to dominate Week 6 and set the stage for what's to come. Let's go, Pack.